beginning, that Buddhist monastery now suddenly becomes an organization that is now merging on the one side practical aspects into it, but at the same then later on also starts to invite different martial art specialists.
Today we have a brand new video from Master Shi Heng Yi talking about the origin of the Shaolin teachings. Today's video is sponsored by mulliganbrothers.com as always, and unfortunately the journals have now sold out, but it is still 2 for 1 on clothing at the moment if you use code 2023 at checkout. But before that, the origins of the Shaolin teachings from Master Shi Heng Yi of the Shaolin Temple Europe, somebody who amplifies the Shaolin teachings and lives by them on a day-to-day basis, and for me is one of the best articulators of these teachings. Let's dive into the video. Also, please support Master Shi Heng Yi at shaolin.online.
Talking about the Shaolin teachings, where did they originate from?
So, what I know is the Shaolin Temple was founded based on the order of an emperor. Yes, so in the first place it was a Buddhist monastery with 2 mission goals. Number 1, 495 after Christ, when the Shaolin Temple was founded, by that time there was a lot of Buddhist knowledge starting to swap over from India to China. So the main goal was, first of all, try to collect everything that's possible from Asia that is spreading around and bring it to our library, bring it to the library of the monastery. Which means collecting knowledge and translating it into Chinese language. That was one of the mission statements. And the second one was educating the youth. Those 2. And if I try to make it a little bit more simple, there is an organization established with the aim to collect knowledge and afterwards this knowledge to be used to only educate a certain type of individuals. What individuals? Now we are 495 after Christ. It was not the farmer's boy who was supposed to receive this type of knowledge. It was everybody involved with the emperor's family. Yeah, so these were individuals sorted out already from the rest of the country to receive this type of knowledge. For me, it would mean, what type of knowledge is it? So it must have some type of value. Now, this is the one part of the story. Now, the legend goes that a few years later, I think 521, another Buddhist monk, his name was Bodhidharma or Damo, he came from India, traveled to China and came to this monastery, and it is said that he witnessed that everybody in this monastery was studying the text, was collecting the text, but their bodies were all weak from studying all the time. So that means they might benefited from the knowledge mind-wise, but the body apparently didn't. So what Bodhidharma Damo therefore introduced is something that nowadays it is said was called the Baduanjin and the I Ching Jing. Baduanjin coming derived from I Ching Jing, and afterwards the so-called Sisu Jing as well, the bone marrow washing. So in the field of, let's say, Shaolin practices, there are 2 which are very famous. That I Ching Jing that I mentioned, it's called muscle and tendon change. And the second one, Sisu Jing, which means like bone marrow washing. Sometimes you can call it bone marrow washing, but it's the same marrow, like also brain. So there are these 2 practices, let's say, that this Prince Damo brought into the Shaolin Temple. And what was the emphasis of these two methods? Number one, strengthen the body. And number two, well, now everybody needs to, since I was not there in that time, I can't tell which one is the truth. But either clear the mind very deeply or meditate so deeply in order to clean and access the deepest areas of your physical body, which is the bone marrow, where the blood is being renewed. Because nowadays there are so many different varieties and interpretations of what is the I Ching Ching, what is the Si Sui Ching nowadays. I can only speak from what I know. And there are methods that do have an impact on the density of the bones. This is out of question. And there are other methods that we also practice nowadays. They change the way of how you are dealing with the tendons and muscles of your body. Or even start to create a type of tissue which is so elastic that generates a type of force that to many people is still unknown. And yeah, so this is where I would say is like the starting point, how in the beginning that Buddhist monastery now suddenly becomes an organization that is now merging on the one side practical aspects into it, but at the same then later on also starts to invite different martial art specialists into the monastery in order to teach the monks also how to defend themselves. So this is now, we are already at a little bit later point in time. First it's a Buddhist monastery. Then there are added some physical exercises in order to keep up the health of body and mind. Second stage. And afterwards comes the wish for protection. Which means that different martial art specialists, military instructors were called into the monastery in order to share their knowledge about the martial arts. This is the reason why nowadays, if you look at some of the styles that are being found in the Shaolin Temple, you see a lot of different family styles. Because they were coming from the families in the past that practiced, that inherited these type of methods. And so you can say the Shaolin Temple in the past, at some point of its existence, was like a university, bringing together all different type of knowledge in various fields, including the field of martial arts. A martial art university, at the same time a Buddhist university.
Thank you so much for watching this video with Master Shi Heng Yi. These practices, methodologies and teachings have captured your guys' imagination, have captured the Mulligan Brothers family and audience, and have captured everybody from Dwayne Johnson to people all around on the other side of the world. It's been absolutely crazy. And if you want to join in on that, follow us on Instagram as well, at Jordan Mulligan Brother, at Mulligan Brothers, at William Mulligan Brother, at Luke Mulligan Brother, and at Niamh Mulligan X, where you can find some exclusive content that we are releasing. We have 4 more interviews from Master Shi Heng Yi, which will be appearing first in little snippets on Instagram. So go check us out, go follow us on there. Guys, these teachings have been used for thousands and thousands of years. These teachings right here, I think, really hold true to what it is to be a good human being, to live a good life, to live a successful and prosperous life. Following these teachings can be seen in other different methodologies and different religions and different practices. And I really do think that the way that Master Shi Heng Yi articulates them is something to be followed by. If you want to get more from Master Shi Heng Yi, you can find more at shaolin.online. And also the video sponsor today, as always, is mulliganbrothers.com, which makes this possible. That's how we fly our film crew out to film these documentaries, to film these interviews. That is how this was created. So everybody who has supported us at mulliganbrothers.com, thank you so much. The journals are sold out, but we're still offering the buy one, get one free with code 2023 on t-shirts and jumpers and hoodies and all that kind of stuff. Everybody who's ordered a journal, thank you so much for all your patience as well. Unfortunately, in the UK, Royal Mail, our postal service, has been gridlocked and some of the journals are still struggling to get out to you guys. So everybody who's held on and supported us, thank you so much. We will send some goodies out to you guys, some codes and stuff through email over the next coming few months as well. So thank you so much. Guys, also, anyone who has supported us on Instagram and seen the new content that we're putting out, thank you so much. It's been absolutely wild. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has followed Mulligan Brothers, and that was like the most amazing moment for us at Christmas. So if you want to see what we're getting up to, it's at Mulligan Brothers, at Jordan Mulligan Brother for myself, at William Mulligan Brother for William, at Luke Mulligan Brother for Luke, at Niamh Mulligan X for Niamh, where you can see more of our content personalized to how we do it. So from me, you're going to see more interviews. From William, you're going to see more of the stoic stuff with Shi Heng Yi. From Luke, you're going to see more of the edits. And from Niamh, you're going to see a little combo of editing and the powerlifting as well. So yeah, if you want to do that, go follow us. Everybody who's subscribed to the channel, become a channel member. Thank you so much. I hope you are all starting the year of 2023 with these messages and with hope, prosperity, and a lot of drive to go succeed. Let's smash it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.